This is our 2018 Toyota Hilux SR double cab. Mainly use it for touring and towing, and with the Alu-Cab Canopy Camper we get out and go camping. It's a really great bit of kit and we really enjoy using it. So this video is about the 20 months we have had this, the simple fit out that we started with, and now we're changing the fit out to what we think is going to be a lot more user friendly. So stick around as I share my ideas. Our Alu-Cab Canopy Camper, purchased in September 2023. Started with this basic fit out, which I got a few ideas off YouTube, and now I'm going to share my ideas and where the future is going with it. So it's set up just with a bit of ply. 12mm ply is what the cabinetry was built out of. 17mm on the floor. We have a toilet in there, just a standard porta potty, and in the back is a diesel heater we put in probably 12 months later. That works great. So I originally set it up with me swing out pantry, works like so. I thought that would be handy and we'd use it quite a bit like that. We do, but it's not really that handy. I've got another idea for that. So in New Zealand, we're out camping. It's not always hot and sunny. It starts off hot and sunny, but as the weather changes, you quite often find yourself with a cold evening. And when doing so, we'll come in here and sit. The bed will be up, and let's go in. For those who don't know about these canopy campers, the bed pushes up inside. So you can stand. You can't even reach the top. There's that much height in here. They're great. You can hop down off the bed, push it up, get changed, stand. It's a luxurious rooftop tent, basically. So on a cold evening, we find ourselves sitting in here, watching videos on the tablet or a movie. Spend the evening doing that, and then pull down the bed and retire for a snooze. So sitting here is very uncomfortable because you've got this step at the top of your shoulder, which supports the bed and whatnot, and then we have the other side door, which we have never used, never opened it, never needed to. So the plan is to put a back in here. So put a complete backing in here on a slight slope that you can rest against when you're sitting in here. Extend these cupboards a little bit to compensate the loss in the back here. Extend these a little bit, and in the end here we're going to put some cabinets in the end, a little bench top, and a sink, which we also find would be handy for cleaning teeth and washing a few dishes inside. We're not putting any cooking gear inside because in a small space and smells, condensation is a big no. So with putting a back in here as such, it's also going to leave a cavity behind that from the door. So we're going to be able to use that for storage. So what's in here, in this, it's mainly used for storage. This cupboard has their house battery in it. Likes of the sides for the awning and other outside gear, maybe chairs and that will be able to go in that side storage. That's the plan. So we'll have to redo these cupboards. I'll just show you the toilet. That's the swab from upstairs. The toilet's in here. This is your standard, well, about a 14 litre porta potty. You just open up the doors and you can use it. It has a pull out drawer underneath. It's just got your cleaners and your toilet paper and whatnot. So we've got a new toilet which is going to be compliant for self-containment, which is something that gives you a big tick here in New Zealand when going around various different campsites. They ask for self-containment. So that'll be the same, but with the new toilet. Right. So that's the plan. So I'm going to hook into it. We're going to strip it out. So hang about and follow us on the build. See how she comes out. So there we have a blank canvas again to start this right hand side. You'll see there's the wee diesel burner that we put in. It works absolutely amazing. There's a controller up here and also a remote that we use. It's exhausted out there. We put a muffler on it when we're using it, and the air intake is up in there and inside that cavity. It works well. Fuel tank, and the pump is under the floor. So this is the first cupboard ready for the front to go on, and I'll just show you how I attach everything. So with the floor is 17-18mm ply and it's bolted to the deck, and then I just simply put a batten along that, which I can screw the base of the panel to, and then the top panel will screw the panels to the side like so, but the top panel is fixed in underneath into the T-slot system using the 8mm bolts. It's very, very secure. So I've now got the two sides boxed in, and this cupboard is pretty much complete. I got the battery back in, so now I can have the lights on while I work. So I'm just working on the toilet cavity now, and to one side we're going to put a shelf above the heater. So before I go too much further and put the side in, I have scribed the shelf in the corner there. It's much easier to do it now while there's access than after I get the side in and make it twice as difficult for myself. So all I need to do now is pick a point to measure from once I get the wall in, cut this to suit, and she's ready to go. So we've got the extra side in for the toilet cubicle. Now my shelf that I was scribing in, I've got some rails for it to sit on. That will screw in, a couple of screws down on that, won't take much to hold that in place. And I've made my end cap for this, which also takes the in and out for the diesel heater. So these are all set to go. And they will just sit on there like so, they won't go anywhere once that's screwed up. So a wee opening here for more storage. Don't know what we're going to use it for, but I'm just trying to make the most of all the spaces that we have. So that'll get screwed up on there. The door, an opening door on here, a wee cap on here. Yeah, we're making progress. Okay, so I've got this far. So the next thing I want to do is create the back for this seating position, putting a back up in here. So these brackets that the bed sits on and the front panel sit on, these are really annoy you when you're sitting here, and especially for my head height, it hits the back of my head. So the idea is I'm going to pack it out. This is the 12mm ply. I'm going to put a packer along the back, and then the front will go against that, and that is pretty much spot on to be in the same distance out as those brackets, so that they won't protrude. So it's going to be simple enough. This being the channel along here, peel the canvas off here, and it's open in behind, so I'm just going to put some little bolts through there and hold that in place, and then when the panel goes on the front, I'll be able to screw it to the strip. Sounds like a plan. Also, I won't be able to put this in one piece. It'll have to have a join in it, so I'm going to put a join on this end, possibly just here, and this is where the end cupboard's going to meet, and it'll hide most of that join. That's the plan. Let's go. And not to bore you with all the cutting and sanding, but the starter strip is installed, bolted through, countersunk, and a wee bit of clearance for the bed as it comes down, and a batten on the base to screw the upstand to. So we'll get the upstand in and see how she fits. And just like that, there we have the upstand. So that's going to get lined with carpet, and that's also going to act as a barrier from the doors, so it should help with insulation quite a bit. The lids are on, one for the toilet and the cupboard. So we've got the base set up for what's going to be the front unit, which I'm currently working on. So there we have it sitting in place. It's all ready to be squared up and screwed down. Also, the plan is to have two sliding doors that slide past one another. We've left room there for a track, top and bottom. The reason being to eliminate doors that swing out because it's such a small space, and we'll probably have swab on the seat here, and just having a door that opens up, really it's not going to work that well. So that's why we've gone for sliding doors. So that's the next job, set that all up. And then we've got down here, we've got the waste bucket that the sink drains into, and it'll have two sliding doors on this also. So it'll be storage on one side, waste bucket the other. There we go. So that's the new look, and that's the units finished. Still needs to be urethaned. I'm going to seal it all with urethane, put a few extra coats on the top for the bench. And I'll just show you how I did the toilet. So the lid and the front are hinged together, and they clip in the base here, and it just simply pull it up and back like that. So I'm going to make a spring-loaded catch for the bottom here when we use it, and it'll be stays there like so. And that's the toilet, and it just comes down and slots in like that. So we plan to carpet the back here, and we'll get several foam swabs made for the top. It's pretty much come out as I wanted it to. Quite happy with it. We'll go in here and put some lights on. There we go. So there's the wee sink unit and the top. So if it's yucky outside, we can come in and prep some food. We still have to plumb the waste and the water up, but I'll do that once everything's sealed with urethane. There we go. So the next step is to rearrange the pantry we had here in this corner. So have yet to come up with an idea for that. So we'll make a part 2 of this video, which will be seeing it all finished with the new pantry and everything working again. So happy if it gives anyone ideas, please use them. We got our original ideas off YouTube and constructed it from the 12mm ply so that it was going to be easy to modify again if we ever needed to. It's cheap, it's light, it's strong, it works. Tune in for part 2. Thank you.